Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Before the Bell, where every day on this channel we teach you how to break out of the rat race and achieve financial freedom so that you can have the time and the freedom to live the life you were meant to. My name is Josiah, and I trade stocks and cryptocurrencies for a living, and I'm here to teach you how you can do the same. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. With that being said, we've got a ton to talk about today. Please go down, hit the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. While you're there, do yourself a favor. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. You're going to want to see everything that I've got coming up here in the near future. I'm on every morning before market open, every afternoon after the market closes. We're going to talk about the market, we're going to talk about our plays, and we're going to see where we come out. With that being said, big shout out to the apes out there. If you're an ape, we had a great day yesterday. I kind of want to start off the morning, get into that, look at some of the levels where I think AMC could go today. Just getting into the market a little bit. The S&P is up a little bit in the pre-market today. Let's get right into AMC and see where we're at. We had a nice pop yesterday. I really like to see that. If you're an ape, put a gorilla in the chat down below. I want to know about it. I'm holding for you and you're holding for me. This isn't one of our normal plays on this channel. Mostly on this channel, we're here to make money every day. AMC is a little different. If you're an ape, you know how we get down with that. So, let's see here. Looking at the daily chart, I'm going to pull a Fibonacci line across it and kind of see what levels I think we could be looking at for resistance moving up. Looks like about 1540 is going to be kind of our next level of resistance from where we're at now. So we've got a good little movement up that we could make today. I had a guy ask me if I thought AMC would run today, and even though I'm not using it as a trade, I do think that it could. Historically looking, just about every time AMC and GME's had a good pop, it's run for 3-4 days. So I definitely think that AMC could move on up today. We get over the 1540, 1550 range, we're going to be headed up to about 19, from 19 to about 22, and from 22, if we can get over 22, we're going to have a good case to be made to push up to 30. At least that's the levels I'm seeing. I think the chart looks good. There's good volume. I think that we could have a nice move on AMC today. So fingers crossed on that one. GME, I think it's got some room. I don't chart GME as much as I do AMC, but it looks very similar. Kind of the same thing. If you overlay the two, they look very similar to one another. So if one moves, I think the other will have a decent move up today as well. Let's go ahead and get into my stock picks for the day, stocks I'm looking at to trade on. And the first one we're going to talk about is a little company, ticker symbol XELA. Now they've come down over the last few days. They're down in the 22-cent range in the pre-market today. They've been beat up. They've had several days of red, and I just think that there's a good little buying opportunity, especially if you don't have a lot of money in your account. I think that it's a good place to be able to buy. It's a good thing to be able to buy a cheap little stock like this, because you can still buy 100 shares of it or 1,000 shares of it and be very little money out of your account. And I think that it's got a potential to pop 2-3 cents, which every penny at this price is almost a 5% profit. So that's kind of cool. But ticker symbol again on that was XELA. Check that out if you're interested. And we're still holding our IMPPs. We're going to wait and see how they play out today. And the other stock I wanted to talk about this morning, my other pick for the day that I'm going to be trading on throughout the day, is going to be Apple. AAPL is the ticker symbol. It's down in the pre-market, even though most of the pre-market is up. Apple's actually down this morning. I like to see that. It kind of gives me an idea that it's got some room to go. You know, on this channel we like to buy in the red. So I'm going to be watching Apple and see if it breaks down. It's already broke down to just above 38. I think right around 38 is probably a good position for a starter position. However, I do think it'll probably pull on back to 36, 37, 136, 37 that is. And I'll be more than happy to take a larger position at that point. And I think it'll ride back up to hopefully 140 or over, or at least close to that. So I definitely think there's a 2 or 3% swing in there today. I believe that will work out well. Let's see here. That's the stock picks I've got for you today. Just remember, if you're wanting to get into trading and you don't know what you're doing, I highly recommend you go and first get yourself a trading platform. I would recommend Webull. I trade with several different trading platforms, but Webull's the one that I use every day. I would recommend you go down to the link below, download Webull. It takes like 5 minutes. Put as little as $1 into it. You're going to get like $30 in free stocks minimum, with a chance of $20,000 worth of stocks if the random number generator's on your side. So definitely go ahead and do that. Set up a watch list. Start watching the stock market. That's what all this is about. There's an old saying out there, don't trade with your heart, trade with the charts. And I use charts a lot. But you've really got to watch the numbers. Learn how they move every day, because the charts will lie to you. If you could trade by charts alone, then anyone could make money in the stock market. It would be foolproof. It'd just be math. Anybody can do that. So I recommend you start looking at companies, looking at the numbers, getting an idea of how they move every day. And I'm going to be doing a video series real soon on exactly how to set up Webull, how to set up your watch list, how to start paper trading so that you don't even have to use real money, and start building that confidence that's going to allow you to further trade into the stock market. It's a money printing machine, people. It's a game. That's all the stock market is. It's a game, and it's a game you can win. Unlike gambling, where you go to the casino and everything's rigged in the casino's favor. It's not that the stock market's not rigged too. We all know it is. That's the whole AMC movement. We're trying to help end corruption. But even though it's rigged, the difference between the stock market and a casino, if you go in the casino and you start counting cards, they'll throw you out. But on here, we can count the numbers. We can watch how the stocks move, and we can use that knowledge to help tilt the table in our favor. And that's all perfectly legal. And that's what I want to teach you on this channel, is that you can count cards, you can count the numbers, you can learn how they move, and you can make money with that. So just remember, join us back this afternoon for another episode of our aftermarket review. We'll go over the stocks we picked this morning, see how they played out, talk about how the market closed. I hope y'all are having a great day, and remember, never trade with your emotions, always trade by the numbers.